Hi Ponche, how are you doing today? Sorry, I've just been struggling to get everything set up and working properly for the stream, but I think we are just about there. Now tonight, we really need to get working on some decorations for the skeleton spawner room. There we go, everything back online and ready to go. Now, behind me, we just had an unfortunate creeper event. But I guess this guy was just trying to help me, knowing that I'm going to have to dig up a new tunnel to make a good looking entrance for our skeleton spawner room. Seems to be a little bit more of a delay than what I actually want on the stream, but that's alright. Just keep a better eye on the chat. Oh my word, I will definitely not trust you with any power then, in that case. Anyway, I think this channel and my streams are small enough that I don't need any mods for now. Maybe in the future I would need, but I've got a few peeps in the house that can moderate if I need them to. So let's see. I guess since we are going to be working in here, maybe we can just get the spawner going. My pickaxe do need a little bit of repairing, as does the other pickaxe. And yes, just look at what I've brought. I brought a few extra items that we could maybe use as some decorations. So I was thinking, obviously we're going to need, as our little Turkish friend Ponchi suggested, we're going to need a little bit of blood, and ideally some skeleton skulls, but unfortunately I'm not in possession of any skeleton skulls right now. Ponchi, what, except for the whatever that U is with the two dots on top? Well, I'm trying. I might be butchering some names sometimes, but I'm trying, and with time I will learn. So let's see. Okay, so for one part of the decorations, hello, I was thinking if we could use some logs or some planks, but now I don't know whether we can use... Well, the pale oak isn't really going to work, because I was thinking, could we put a little bit of a stone cutter right here on the floor? Now ideally I would like to have a skull on one of these, but I don't think the skull will be able to be placed on a half slab. Thought so. Let's just get some of these guys, and then So I think this trapdoor really works very well, because I can kill the mobs, all the experience can gather back here, and when I'm ready, I can just pick the tool I want to repair and open the trapdoor. Let's see, Suleiman. S-U-L-E, Suli as in lever. Suleiman. That better? Oh, a little... We just put a few pieces of redstone to look like blood, and I don't know. So you are going to maybe have to remind me in future how to say it, but so I've got it like Suleiman. Suleiman. Suleiman, like the L-E sounds like lever. I'll try to remember that. I was thinking, I brought these chains with me, right? Now, can we place a chain and hang one of these heads from it? No. It's not. Oh, because the head is lying on the bottom part of the block. But here's what we can do. Where's my armor stands? Let's see. If we could maybe do a little something like this. So on this block, place the armor stand, give it a head, and we can just no gravity and lift it up. Something like that. And then just maybe can we rotate it a little bit this way maybe, and then can we do something like that. And make it invisible. How's that looking? Alright. But I will keep trying to pronounce your name, and eventually I might just get it. Oh, so you say dinnerbone pillager, so then it will be upside down. We can maybe do it with a different head. Let me know what you think about this with a chain hanging from the roof. I think that maybe adds a little bit of character. Now I just want to deal with these skeletons, get my pickaxes repaired. Still not there. Then I was thinking maybe if we make a few empty bookshelves. What is that? Chiseled bookshelves. What are they called? Chiseled bookshelves. I don't know whether that will fit into... I think this area needs to be a little bit more grungy. But over on this side, I'm thinking maybe we can just add a bookshelf or two. Maybe add a little bit of a flower pot on top with a little flower just to break up the purple over there. And in here we can put normal bookshelves. And what are we going to put on top of it? Maybe I brought these things, so maybe we can put a little bit of a one of them there. And why not put one upside down there as well? The purple, that might just blend too much. But how about we put dripstone? Like so. I guess that works. I just got a little bit of a fright here. That's an idea that I can do. Let me deal with these guys. Okay, I think everything is healed up that needs to be, or healed up. I don't know why I refer to repairing my tools as healing them. Because a tool is an object. Can't really heal it. It needs to be repaired. Yes, I actually jump scared myself with my own build. Now how's that for just being me? That it? All the skeletons dealt with? Alright, let's see. Where's my redstone? So we can put, put a little bit of redstone. Should I leave it like this, or should I make it this round, the round one? Cross or round? Let me know. And then I don't have red glass. I do have red dye. I think I do have glass. So we can definitely make a piece of red glass. So let's see how this looks. Okay, but you know what? This might be a little bit tricky to get the glass where I need it. Because... let's see. You see, the red glass is now not going to go where I want it to. Piston. You think, okay, so take this one. So you think I can push this with the piston underneath the head? Let's see. I don't think I've got a piston here. Let's see if I've got what I need to make one quickly. I should have all of this. Planks, iron, cobblestone, redstone. Planks, cobblestone, redstone, iron. Grab a piston. And do I have something to power it? Yes, I do. Just make a... Now, how does the... Because the piston now... We'll need to go... There, let's see. Like so. Now can I push the glass with a piston? And now it moved my head. That shouldn't be a problem. We can maybe just move it back. Should I push that glass one up as well? But I'm not going to be able to place the piston here. You think so? Alright, let's leave it like that. If it bothers me in the future, I can always come and change it. I think that I just wish that the glass was a little bit more of a impactful red, a deeper red. That might have just looked a little bit nicer. Now I wonder, let me just see if can we do this? If we give it show arms, we give it the pane. Okay, yeah, that's not going to work because the pane is going to be a full block. Alright, so this can work. Then what we can do, I'm sure what I can do, well, I think this works. The more that I look at it, the more I like it. But then I want to just have a little, I don't want that one there. This can be here. And then what I'll do, once I get a skeleton head, I'll just come and put a skeleton head on one of these two blocks. And on the other side, I was thinking, can we do show arms? Where did I put? I know I brought bones. So can I do a bone? And we swap the main and let's see, head, no, can we do this, and then can we maybe rotate it a little bit, then get the gravity off and bring it down. Look, the thing is, once you start playing around with this armor poser mod, this can take many hours out of your day. And then I think, did I make item frames? Or did I just bring the leather for them? Seems I only brought the leather for them. Let's quickly make a few item frames. Right, and then just I need to have an empty hand to do that. So I don't want to put too many bones, but what do you think? Alright. I never knew. You know what? Yes, I might have seen it before, but never really paid attention to it. But now that you say it, it does make sense. Now, let's just do this. And how about we put an arrow? How's this look for a little bit of interaction? Mrs. Rhino, good evening. What do you think of our little friend hanging here from the roof with the blood dripping from its skull onto the floor? It's a little gross and gruesome for you, but it is a kill chamber, isn't it? So I think it makes perfect sense to have something like that in there. Well, you have to remember this is Minecraft. There's only that much scary we can do. And I don't want to overdo it. We might have young ones in the channel as well. And then we don't want to scare them off. Not yet, anyway. So how about we have an armor stand here. A few pieces of gold armor. Well, this one I think I can just go and first take off the enchantment. Get a little bit of experience. And put it on there. Do we need... Well, how about we just do the full gold set. And have leggings as well. Leggings. No. There you go. A nice set of armor, or nice armor stand. We can maybe have another one over here. And we'll dress it up with... Well, let's just use what we've got. Why don't we? Get this enchantment off. Yes, I did jump scare myself 5 seconds after making it. I actually just made it turned around, turned back, and whoa, what's going on there? I guess it's kind of funny. Let's see. And I've got another idea. Let's give him arms. And we can maybe give him a bone. And then can we give him an arrow as well? Huh. Swap head. Swap main hand and offhand. Then can I give him a... Ah! Let's see. Well, take back your pants. Then can we pose it? Let's see what poses we've got. Block, attention. Confident. Confused. Huh. Alright. Okay, then I want to bring the head up a little bit. Oh no, this isn't working. No. Then we're going to need to remove gravity. Rotation. Let's see. You bring this up a little bit. Bring that one down a little bit. And then maybe remove the base plate. Thank you. There you go. And do we have any... okay. No, maybe at some point we'll just come and give him a little bit of a chest plate to wear as well. So thank you, Mrs. Rhino. I'm very glad if you think it's a good job. I also kinda like it. This is... as I said, this armor poser mod, you can really get lost in playing with it. I wonder if we use another armor stand, give it arms. What does it look like if we give it a piece of redstone? That's just normal redstone. Swap. Yeah, okay. So that's not really... so it appears flat on the surface, appears... holding shift lines the item so it appears upright on the surface. Alright, so that's not going to... I was just thinking maybe we can get these blotches. Suleiman. I think Mrs. Rhino meant this is a good job. Because I think so. What else? What else? What else can we do here? Could we maybe have a pot and a flower pot, and we can maybe put that there. Maybe we should rather put a... So I'm just thinking the pale oak sapling is just a little dull to be in front of that pillar over there. And just to add a little bit of color, we can do another one there. Yes, you can always just rewind the video a little bit, but otherwise you can just believe us. It was a little bit scary, and I did scare myself, which is all good. Alright, Suleiman, my friend, do you agree that this is looking alright, or should we have something more here? Maybe see, is there any suitable paintings you think we could put on this wall? Or do you have any other suggestions we can do here? I don't want to overdo the decorations over here. I think this area is starting to come along, and I like the bones and the arrows lying on the floor. It just seems like when you kill them, these things are getting scattered all over the place. You know, I was thinking of doing something green. And then I didn't want to, because I didn't want it to look too, well, too colorful. But now that I'm thinking about it again, maybe a little potted tree or something here on this pillar might do. I think, how about this? Let's just put away some of these things and go back home quickly. Geez, inventory management. Just like the same problem than always. And obviously it has to be dark outside. Yes, my friend, I'm going to go back and we can pick up some red carpet as well. And I want to get a few leaf blocks. No, horsey. So just before I started the stream, we had a little creeper explode right here next to my horse. I think maybe it's the gold armor that saved our horse. Or maybe the horse was just barely far enough from the creeper blast. Yeah, socks. You know why I named him Socks? Just look there. It looks like it's wearing white socks. Just look at it. So that's where the name came from. Now I want some red carpet. I think I've got red carpet. Only 2. any other color carpet that I can add? Let's just go and have a look and grab some more wool. So, let's see. Think I should only do red carpet, or should I maybe take some light grey as well? And I actually moved my head out of the way because I so as I was running underneath these lanterns, I just moved my head trying to dodge the lantern. I mean, I can do strange things. When I'm really into it. So let's go with red and grey carpet for now. And then just grab a few leaves. Now my favorite leaf block in the game has to be the mangrove leaves. I just think they look really nice. These ones. I do like the look of them. Maybe we can take some of these mangrove roots as well. Maybe we can do something with them. And then, is there anything else we can grab? Now, most of these flowers I won't be able to use, but how about some poppies? To add a little bit more red to blend in with the blood. Okay, Suleiman, you've got an idea. Add some arrows and bows on the ground because skeletons use bows. There are already some arrows on the ground. But we can easily add a bow or two as well. Let's go and have a look. Let's just go and have a look and see if this will work. Alright, I do have more item frames. Where did I put it? I've only got one more item frame. So I guess that means we can have one bow lying on the floor. But I've got another idea. Well, how about we use this broken bow? Just like that. And then I want to try something here. If we put where are we gonna put it? Can we put it here? We give it arms. We give it a bow. Now, what would it, if we swap the bow to the head? Okay. Alright. Remove gravity. Bring it down. Just want to see. Oh. It's not going to really work. Ah. If we do something like that, and can we rotate it and we have it like that so that it's how about that? Okay, my friend. I'll see you in the next stream. Emerald Indian Warrior, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the chat. Unfortunately, I do not have a clue what you just said. English is not my first language, but other than my home language, it's the only other language I speak, and I do not have any idea. So if you could repeat it in English, I would really appreciate it. Alright, so this area is starting to look better, but let me just see if we maybe add a few carpets here, just randomly, like so. How about that? I think that looks pretty cool. Then how about we just do this and we grab a flower pot and a poppy and we just do this. I think that looks alright. In fact, I think this looks pretty cool to use as some sort of a stand or a table almost to place things on. I think that's looking pretty awesome. Now, I think I'm pretty much done here. I would like to maybe get something on the walls over here. Not sure what though. I'm thinking yes, I'm thinking for now this scene right here is looking pretty much complete, but maybe here's one thing. Let's do this. Remove that and we put just leaves up there, just give it a little greenery. I mean, like the villager zombie head isn't enough greenery in the area. I think this is coming together nicely. So Mrs. Rhino, what do you think when you stand right here looking towards this wall? Can you see the smiley face? You've got two eyes. Well, now we've got a nose, a green nose. And then you can just imagine these barrels going under the floor creating a smiley face. I think if you squint your eyes, you might be able to see it. All right. Now, next thing. As this side, this is all right. Maybe we can put another little bit of green. Where did I put my decorated pots? Let's maybe put another pot right here and add some more leaves. How's that looking? And then right on the floor in this corner we can put a flower pot with another poppy, like so. Now this crafting table, I need to move it, but I think we can use this spot right here. Put the little crafting table in there, and then maybe can we hang something? Where's my chain? I don't know. If we do this, can we maybe put this pot here with a pale oak sapling? Where's my pale oak saplings? There. Maybe put one of those in there so it looks like a little hanging pot. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to need to bring a few books so that we can just put a book in there, a book or two in this bookshelf. Maybe we can just I'm thinking of making a table right here, and we can have a few things scattered about on the table. Let's just use spruce for that. Yeah, that's a nice looking table, I think. You can have a little chair. And let's do like so. Now, should I... Let's rather do this for a chair. We can use a slab and make a few signs. And we can do this for the chair. Let's see how this looks. So we can do this. Add a sign there. And a sign there. And this can be our little chair where we sit and, well, I don't know sit and do what exactly, but we'll sit and work here while the skeletons are getting, well, dealt with. If we can just use that sort of language. Then I'm going to need to have a few things on this table. And for one, we could maybe have a little flower, or, well, do I have anything? Oh, how about a piece of bamboo? Just because Mrs. Rhino likes the greenery, we can add a little extra greenery to this whole area. I don't think I've got any books with me. I do have leather. I don't think I've got any I don't have any paper so that we can make books. So I might just need to go out and grab a few maybe a few pieces of sugar cane so that we can make a book or two. And we can just have a book on the table. Alright, let's see. Oh, it's another piece of decoration that I wanted to do and forgot about. Obviously, night has come. Let's get ready for a jump scare or two, because I might just get scared again, because I can hear the zombies, and where there's zombies there might be creepers as well. So let's just run out. The zombies are all going to burn in the sunlight, but creepers doesn't burn. There's our little creeper friend. Hello. Ready to go. Psst. Oh. Oh, there's another one. Miss. Gotcha. What? Didn't die? Now it's dead. Okay, well, I'm looking for a little bit of spider. Just go away. Now, it doesn't help by going out looking for sugarcane, but my inventory is full, so let me just go and drop off a few of my things. Then we'll go and see if we can find some paper for books. Oh, where's my hole? Let's put a few things away, clear the inventory out. Banners. Okay, well, let me go and grab a few pieces of paper first before I try and get stuck into something else again. And just clear this inventory. Don't put away my carrots. Let's just go and grab a few pieces of paper, and I think the the best place to do it is back at the settlement. So anybody else in the chat, you're welcome to just throw an emoji in the chat. Just let me know you are watching. Lurkers are welcome. You don't need to say anything in the chat, and you don't need to be active in the chat. But I would appreciate if you could just let me know you are actually there. Now, there's sugarcane. Let's just take a few, and then I want to grab a couple of pieces of wool as well, because I do want to make a little bit of a few paintings. Mrs. Rhino, thanks for joining us tonight. I'm glad you've been here, and you should have a lovely evening further. Sweet dreams, and don't let the bedbugs bite. Oh, I shouldn't be jumping next to this rail. That's going to be a long drop. And I am sad to say, I doubt that our horse would survive the drop. Now, how do you make paintings? I think it's just sticks and wool. Right? We'll go and test out my theory. The sticks that I don't have a lot of. But that's no problem. We can just craft some. Let's do that. And then let's make a few paintings. And see if we can find something suitable. No, not really what I'm imagining. Well, to be honest, I can't remember what paintings we've got in this game. Well, maybe the paintings isn't gonna work on this wall. I think on here we can have a little man standing, and then not that one, not that one, that one. There. I think this is starting to look pretty interesting. Now, what else can we do here? Any suggestions? Well, I'm going to just make a few pieces of paper because I do want to get a book, and obviously can't remember where did I put the leather. Okay, so let's just make one book. I want to see something. So armor stand. So I just want to quickly, if we have the armor stand, give it arms, done, give it a book. The book is like that. And if we swap the book to the head, alright, I think that's going to be, I'm going to be able to work with that. So let's, if we put the armor stand right here, give it arms, give it a book, we swap the book to the head, then we remove gravity so that we can bring it down, and then just that. Let's bring it back up a little bit, and then like so, and like that. Move it there, make it invisible. Yeah, I think that looks pretty okay. Then maybe what else can we put on this table? How about we make more sticks so that we can make more item frames? Well, I don't have a lot of leather left, but let's use the 3 I've got for item frames. And what else can we put maybe a few bones, or a bone and an arrow. Let's see. This is what we're going to do. Going to have the 2 item frames there, and well, do I only have 1 bone left? Really? Oh my goodness. I've used all my bones. Now the one thing about this skeleton farm, it doesn't give us any bones. But anyway, okay. We can maybe have a bone in that one. We can have an amethyst in this one. Do that. Then put another one of these armor stands. Maybe give it an arrow. And let's see. Right arm. Alright. Like so. And then we move it backwards. Like that. Take away the gravity. Bring it down. Maybe can we... make it invisible. Done. So we've got an arrow sticking into the table. What do you guys think about that? Alright? Good. Oh, let me just take this away. And maybe... I mean, honestly speaking, these ominous banners... we can just... I think that will be perfect for hanging right here. Alright people. Think we're making progress. Okay, just keep in mind, these barrels and chest and this double chest, they will be moved. I'm not going to keep them here. Because I've got so much stuff. I've got so many things down here that I've been using. So I just needed them all for a little bit of storage space. That's not going to work in there. Do I not have any planks? But I've got slabs. Let's just fill in this, because that's going to bother me. And maybe what about... Alright, no. I don't want to add more light sources. I do want the area to look a little bit more gloomy, but, well, bright enough so that we can see the skeletons. Let's see quickly. Who wants to see this with shaders? Let's do that. How does that look? For a little spooky environment. I think this looks really nice. Oh, and with the shaders, that head is popping out really nicely. That's looking not too bad either. Maybe we should hang another head off the ceiling like that. What do you think? See, but I don't have any other nice heads. Well, while I'm at it, let's quickly get our clock back where it needs to be. Show arms, get the clock on, switch it to the head. So first of all, I want to make the clock a little bit bigger, maybe like so. Remove gravity so that we can bring it down. I think maybe just that height over there will be fine. Then we just push it onto the wall like so, and we make it invisible. Done. So how's that? Now, for everyone down in the chat, I'm putting this clock here because I want to know when it's night, and I can't read the clock. Well, obviously I would assume the black part is night, so that means the sun is pretty much about to come up. So let's go quickly have a nap and see what the clock looks like after sleeping. Maybe that will just give me a little bit of an idea. Alright. So is this middle part of the clock, when the black part gets to there, is that nighttime then? I would assume as much. Anyway, everybody, we've been going with this stream just over an hour, so if you wouldn't mind, I'm going to switch this on and just have a little sip of water. Let's see. Can just stand here and just watch the skeletons drop in while I just take a second to have a sip of water. Alright, everybody, you guys in the chat, I appreciate you being there. I appreciate you watching. Maybe every now and then one of you could just maybe remind me to have a little sip of water, because if I don't do that, my throat gets dry, and then speaking becomes a little bit more difficult. Like, it's not difficult enough talking to you guys. Listen, the whole day I don't talk nearly as much as I do in a 2-hour stream at night. So let's just wipe these guys out and then get the XP. Thank you so much. Alright, what's next? I've got one more item frame. Now, I was thinking, item frames. If I put one down here, let's just see, do we have a... Well, I don't have a golden helmet, which I would have liked to have. But I can just grab this chest plate. Give this little zombie villager a little more clothes. Can we, if we put this here, it's not really looking too great. Alright, but how about if we do another armor stand? Look, guys, honestly, I'm using too many of these armor stands. But it's just so much fun to use them. Any of you ever used these armor stand? I think it's the armor poser mod that I'm using. So I'm thinking maybe just have this leather cap lying on the floor just like that. How's that for an extra piece of little bit of decoration? Could we maybe I don't know, tilt it a little bit more? Don't want it to go into the glass. I want it to half be against the glass so that it just looks like it's leaning against the glass. Just like that, maybe. How's that? I think that looks pretty cool. And what else? Can we do another... maybe an item frame against the wall right there? What can we place in the item frame? Amethyst? I don't want to really do the amethyst. I think I've got enough purple in this area. How about we put a head in it? But then the head could just go against the wall like that. But then on second thoughts, so reconsider and just put the head down on the floor. Alright. That works. So I'm just thinking of what other sort of decorations I can put in this little space. Because now this side is really looking nice. I'm happy with this side. Now this I'm also alright with. This is alright. But then this wall back here is looking a little bland. And I need to figure something to put here. So maybe can we maybe put a few barrels in here? Let's do this. Right? We put those down there. Take these out. And well, I don't want to break these barrels that I've got, but if I've got a few planks, then we can just make more barrels quickly. And then we can place barrels in the wall just for a little storage. And I'm thinking maybe I should do the same behind this crafting table as well. Alright, let's get more barrels. So we can have those barrels in the wall, and then I don't know, should I put more barrels in here, or should I maybe just put a little shelf up here? Let's just make a little shelf to put up there. That's not going to be enough. Alright, let's put a shelf up there, and we can just put a few. Thing is, but now I don't know what to put up there. I don't want to put lanterns up there, and I don't want to put another flower pot there. Can we maybe... a bookshelf? Yeah, bookshelf and an empty shelf. How about that? I think that works. To add a little extra color, can we maybe, well, I'm thinking of just going to grab a little bit of extra wool and make a few banners. How do you make, well, I know how to make banners, but what color banners can we make? Should we do maybe red and green? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 banners, so red, green, and, well, let's go and have a look at the wool. Now, if I understand the clock correctly, it's night time, and it would appear so. So let's take a nap, go and grab a little bit of wool so that we can make a few banners. Now, we just need to be careful, as it was night time, so there might be some nasties out here waiting for us. And I must stop standing right there, because we could just have a creeper fall on our heads, which wouldn't be too great now, would it? Hello, Socks. Let's go to the wool farm. Oh, there's a creepy. Where did that creeper go? You see. Ah, there's 2 of them. Ah. Oh, stay away, stay away. Those creepers are no man's friend. Okay, horsey, just stay here. Let's see what color banners we can do. So I'm thinking maybe the dark green. Dark green. What other color? Maybe light gray. 4, 5, 6. And then what else? Red. Let's do red as well. I think that will be good. No. I'll be back. Alright, banner time. And I think that's pretty much the last decorations we're gonna do in here. So let's just see. We'll make a red banner. Oh my word, you only get one? Wasn't expecting that. Only one banner for 6 wool. Okay, I don't know what I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting that. That's expensive. Maybe we'll do one there and maybe one underneath the clock if we can. No, 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 no. Give back my banner. Put it there. Alright, anybody's got any other ideas for what other sort of decorations I can do here? Maybe, well, I don't know. Well, while I'm pondering, 3.5 stack of bone blocks, almost half a barrel of arrows, and this, honestly, I don't know how much we've got in there, but I might have to. Well, this light isn't on yet, so this light will indicate if we've got quite a few items in there. That light up top will go on when the system is almost full, so we've got nothing to worry about, for now at least. So you know what? I think I'm quite satisfied with this. This is looking really good. Now something else that I would need to do. I wasn't sure whether or not I'm going to do something or not do something, but I think ultimately for me to rest peacefully knowing that I've done everything I should have done here, I'm going to have to go back here into this area and just put in some walls and a floor. But on the other hand, I'm absolutely never going to come back here. I'm never gonna come back here unless something stops working. So I don't think we need to make this look good. Unless one of you, one of my favorite viewers down in the stream wants me to come and do some decoration back here. For now, I think we're not going to. We'll just close this door and forget there's anything back there. I think that is going to be the way. Alright, there's something else that I must not forget to do. So we have these two water chutes. So this is for fuel and this is for smeltables. And I am going to have to mark it because I am definitely at some point going to put the wrong things in the wrong side, and then this whole thing is going to get clogged up. I was thinking maybe a pale oak sign. You can take some red dye and a glow ink sac to color it. And then we're just going to do this. How many lines do we have? 4 lines, right? So we put fuel, like so. Smeltables. And this needs to be like that. Put red text and we make it glow. Fuel and smeltables. Just so that I don't forget. Because if you don't know yet, I'm quite forgettable or forgetful. And the other thing I need to remember is not to drop my good bow into the fuel slot, because I'm using the bows from the skeletons as fuel for this furnace. Now this furnace is just there to smelt down the armor pieces that I'm getting from the skeletons. So maybe let's just go, and I'm going to clear my inventory, grab the armor pieces, grab the armor pieces and smelt them up so that we can get a little bit of nuggets. And then I guess I need to start moving all these items back so that we can clear up this area. Let me just, I'm so scared of putting my bow in the furnace as fuel. So I just need to be careful with that. Okay. So armor pieces. Let's just take all the ones with enchantments, and remove the enchantments so that we can get a little bit of XP. Then we can drop them in here. Now I should be able to just throw them in there. And they should start smelting. And as you can see, I'm using bows to smelt them, because what else am I going to do with all these bows that we are getting? And we're getting nuggets. Perfect. Now we don't need to only smelt things I find in here. Yo, that's a nice bow. Power 3 and Unbreaking 3. We could maybe also just combine some of these bows. And whenever I need bows for what do you use bows for? Dispensers? But whenever I need to make dispensers, then is it dispensers? Yeah, droppers doesn't use bows. The dispenser uses bows. So whenever I need bows, I can just come in and get a few right out of there. Alright, so I think this is pretty much it for this room. Now I need to work on the entrance. And for the entrance, we're going to have to do some digging in the morning. So I don't even know why I placed that clock in the room, because I'm definitely not using it. So right, the next two things I need to do. Number one is make a tunnel to come. I think the tunnel will come out here somewhere. Oh, I thought I heard that creeper. Thank you, but no thank you. And just as I kill a creeper, it starts raining. Well, isn't that fun? Huh? Well, now. So another thing, I don't know what I'm going to do with these leather armor pieces I'm getting from the skeleton farm, but we can you can dye leather, right? Yeah, so that can look interesting. So maybe we'll just use these barrels for storage for the leather armor pieces we're getting from there. We'll make them a few different colors, so when we start maybe getting more mob heads, we can have a few extra of these armor stands, and that could look good. Now let's start digging out a hallway so that we can make a better looking entrance. So I would need to see how far we need to go. But let's just start working on it. So I think this far, and then we can start just stepping up. Let's just see if we can get to the surface. Surface. Let's see where we come out. Not too bad. I guess the time has come to just fix this little creeper hole. Then we're going to need to figure out a nice entrance way. Yeah, maybe just make this a little bigger. So obviously we're not going to have it off center like this. We're going to have to do the same thing on the other side. And all right, great stuff, great stuff. Now, just do this, and then clear up a little more space. Now the next thing is we need to think about and decide how are we going to make it look good. So maybe we need to go up another 2 blocks. And see what sort of entranceway we can build right here. Any ideas? Should we go with the deep slate, or should we go with bone blocks, or what sort of palette can we use here? Because on the one hand, I want to use deep slate bricks just to sort of match up with what we've got down there. But then should I maybe go expensive and use quartz? How's that for an idea? Maybe we could use quartz pillars, and then we can use a little bit of deep slate on the roof. Or maybe we use normal stone bricks. We use deep slate for the roof, and we use quartz for the floor. That's another idea. Let me see. I don't know. Let me get out of the rain while I think about it. I'm going to have to go and get some quartz. So yes, this is what we'll do. Stone brick walls, quartz for the floor, and then we will use deep slate to make a little roof. And so I'm thinking you can just maybe use, or maybe not. Maybe we should just come. Let me try this. Let me try something here. Go and grab more bone blocks. Because, I mean, this is a bone farm, mostly. Or the most important part of this farm is a bone farm. So I'm thinking, let's use bone blocks to make the little entrance, and gonna need to clear up a little bit extra this side, and then we'll use bone blocks. Wow. So let's do something like this, and we'll grab a few we'll grab more doors. Like this, maybe. Should I go? this, maybe bring this forward one block. Because while I'm bringing it forward, I would like to get a pressure plate for to open the doors at least, because otherwise going to be a hassle having to open the doors every time. Like this. So I don't want to use too much bone blocks, too many bone blocks at least. Don't want to use too many of them, because that might look a little bit odd. But now I want it to look a little bit more natural and, well, yes, horsey. I don't know. I'm thinking. I'm thinking about it. Thinking. Okay. Let's go and get a few. You know what? Why not? Okay, let me go and grab some. Let me go and grab some deep slate and try something out. Do I have any more normal deep slate? Doesn't look that way, but okay. If I put this in there, not in there. Can use this. Okay. Let's do that. Maybe get a few of those. And then just see. So not like that. Maybe like so. Then like that. How's that looking? No. No. This isn't gonna work. And then I think the roof is also think it's looking a little bit thick if we do that. How about we grab a few slabs? I don't have a lot. I want to do the tiles. Let's see, deep slate tiles. If we do this maybe. Like so. Yeah, I think that could work. That could definitely work. I think let's go with that. It's just I don't want to go too high, but I'm thinking because we are going to, the idea was to make a little campsite here, and I'm thinking if we do it just like this height we've got here, and just fill in this whole area. Let's quickly, before it's totally dark. I think that could work. That could definitely work. I believe so. That could work. And now time to sleep. And then see. Let's see. That could work. I think I can be happy with that. Just this block is going to bother me. Which one? This one. And then we can just start bringing it down. Like this, and then maybe just see what this looks like. I believe that could work. So we are going to put, I think, brick walls in there. Let's quickly just make a few and see what it, if we do this. Yeah, I think that could work. Maybe we'll just remove these ones again. Maybe just do a little something like this. Let's just do one more thing. Guys, I need to go. It's past bedtime. But I just wanna see if we do a little something like this, just to break up the bone block, the white from the bone blocks. If this will work. I'm just going to throw these slabs in there. How about that? I'm thinking that should do it. So everybody, I think that's it for now. I think it's time. We've made good progress. I think, seriously, I think we've done pretty good with the decorations. And now we just need to, the last few little bit that we need to do here at this farm. So I don't know, this area, anybody in the comments or in the chat, let me know if you've got any ideas for this area. Maybe I'm just going to put a carpet in here. I don't have any carpets with me. But I think this is really looking awesome. I think this came out really good. And then next time we'll just come bring some quartz to make the staircase. As I know the quartz is going to look very white, but that could be an interesting entrance. Maybe we'll do 2 stairs and then quartz pillars down here with stone brick walls, or maybe I'll come back with cracked stone bricks. Maybe we'll try that as well. But everybody, let me quickly just empty my inventory so that I've got a little bit of space to carry a few things. I'm thinking some of these blocks I could just take with me back home. I think we're done with the ice. And take these back with me and take that. These decorative blocks, I'm just going to leave them here for now, because I might still use some of them. I think the hopper is fine. Not gonna need that. Zombie flesh, gunpowder, these sort of things I can just go put away. Hay bales can also go back. Alright, let's go back to the base so that I can put these things away, and then we'll call it a night. I think we've made really good progress, and while I'm making my way back, guys, everybody left in the chat, I really want to just thank you all for sticking with me. I hope at least you find it interesting what I'm doing. I mean, I am just having a chill stream, having a chill chat with everybody in the chat, and I'm just building out my world. Now, this is a problem. I'm going to have to start fortuning some of these things pretty soon. Now, the iron, I'm not going to fortune the iron. So we've got enough iron as it is from the iron farm. I mean, we've got over a chest, almost a chest and a third of iron blocks. So I definitely don't need to fortune those iron ores. Me hoppers. The hoppers can be in. Well, where can I put them? Well, I'll just put them in here. Labels, mob drops, C. Let's just put away the mob drops. Bone blocks we can just put away. Well, bone blocks I'll keep in my inventory. We're gonna go back there anyway. And then let's see, do we have any quartz? Quartz slabs, quartz stairs. And what I'm thinking, do I mushroom stems? I'm just thinking about what could work for the build, for that little hallway that we're building. I do have a few cracked stone bricks in here. Maybe let's throw some more. No, that's not going to work. I need to craft stone bricks. How did I? Really? Let's just throw these in here. Let's just do that. Alright, and then just refill these buckets with lava. Make sure our fuel situation is under control. And let's take a nap and see if Bella the cat wants to bring us a little gift. What do we have? Rabbit hide. Seriously don't know what I'm gonna do with the rabbit hide, but we will keep collecting them. Then put away those seeds. Alright everybody. See, it's that time of the day where we need to end the stream, and I want to thank each and every one of you for sticking through it, for joining me tonight. I've had a good time. I hope you all had a good time. Next time we'll maybe finish that bone or skeleton spawner farm, and I think once we're done there, we definitely need to come and clear this path a little bit. I mean, we can bring the path up to the end there, maybe build a bridge, cut down some trees, and that's the next thing we need to do here. But that will be in the next stream. Might be, no, not might be. Here's the thing, we'll do it again tomorrow, same time, same place. I will see you then. Have a lovely day further, and goodbye.